Find the max or min value and the domain and range for the following. All right, so here we're given this parabola, right? We know it's a parabola because of the U-shape, but we notice, okay, this one opens downward, right? Okay, so this is going to have a maximum value, right? The maximum is going to occur at the vertex. You notice that there is no minimum, right? Remember, these arrows keep pointing down, okay? So remember, it just keeps going down forever, right? Remember, infinity does not count, okay? So we know that this has a max, okay? So in this case, the max is going to be the y value. In this case, y equals 3, okay? Now we know it occurs at x equals -2, right? So that would essentially be the vertex of this guy. Right? The domain represents all x values that are represented on the graph. Now you're going to be careful with this. The arrow does point down, but it also keeps pointing to the left, right? So this graph keeps going down, but it also goes to the left slowly but surely, right? So it turns out that the domain in this case is going to be just -infinity to infinity, right? And actually that's true for any quadratic or any polynomial function. The domain is always going to be -infinity to infinity. And now the range represents all y values that are represented on the graph, right? So you can imagine just pointing or taking your pencil or your finger going bottom to top, right? What is the smallest y value represented on the graph? Well, the smallest y value is going to be -infinity. And the largest y value should just be this max value, right? This y values, all the y values keep going up and up and up until we hit the y value of 3. Now in this case, we got to use a bracket around that because that point should be included in the range.